Some of them I think are relevant to being asked today. Some of them I know you will be discussing them further on in the course, so I'll let you decide how is best. So the first one we have here is from Muzammil Jibraj, says Salams.
Alaykum assalam.
Is there more sources than Ijma, Quran, and Sunnah that is needed in Usul al-Fiqh? And I have heard that there are keys that mujtahids tap into when answering questions. Is this true?
Mm-hmm.
So are there more sources than the four which we will be discussing?
For the Shia jurists, the sources are these four, and anything goes back to these four sources. But for other schools of Islam, they have other things as well, or instead. For example, they have qiyas. Inshallah, we will explain. We don't accept qiyas. Qiyas means analogy, just to go because of similarity from a known case to an unknown case just because they are similar. We don't accept qiyas. Or for example, they have istihsan. They have masalih mursalih. There are other things that they have, but we don't rely on them because we think they are not decisive. They may create some likelihood, but we cannot be certain when we rely on them. If you are interested in the discussion we had on Usul al-Istinbat in House Ilmiya, England, we discussed based on Usul al-Istinbat all these things that other schools of Islam have studied. Maybe inshallah Brother Mustafa can also share the link of those few sessions we had on Usul al-Fiqh from Usul al-Istinbat. Inshallah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, another question we have is, again, I think this may be covered later on in the course, but it's basically asking, can you mention about the Usuli and Akhbari understanding? Do you agree, Sheikh, that the Akhbari scholars preserved our faith?
This is actually the topic in the next week. When we talk about the Quran, Ayatollah Mutahhari brings the idea of Akhbaris very briefly, but inshallah we will mention it next week. Thank you.
Thank you. And many students have said Salam Alaikum on the comments.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. I very much miss all of you and seeing you, but for the time being, unfortunately, we don't have tawfiq, but inshallah soon we will meet, inshallah.
And there is another short question, maybe if you'd like to answer it briefly. It's about the title of the scholars. So as you know, why do we give Shahid Mutahhari, for example, his title? Why do we call some people Allama, Shaykh? Maybe you'd like to touch on how these scholars have managed to acquire these different titles.
Yeah. I think the question is why we don't call him Sayyid Mutahhari.
Yes, that was the question. Why don't we call him Sayyid?
Yes. Sayyid are those who are progeny of the Prophet. So our ulama and or also non-ulama, everyone is either Sayyid or non-Sayyid. Sayyids are progenies of the Prophet through Lady Fatima and Imam Ali alayhi salam. Of course, there is another meaning of Sayyid, that any Hashemi is Sayyid, even if they don't go back to Lady Fatima and Imam Ali. For example, cousins and uncles of the Prophet were also Sayyid in the sense of they were Hashemi. But most of the time when we say Sayyid means progeny of the Prophet through Lady Fatima and Imam Ali. So for example, Imam Khomeini was a Sayyid, Allama Tabatabai was a Sayyid, but Ayatollah Mutahhari was not a Sayyid. This is why we don't say him Sayyid. He was a Sheikh. He had, like me, white turban. He didn't have black turban. So everyone can become an Ayatollah. Sayyid or Sheikhs can become Ayatollah, but if they are Sayyid, they would have black turban. If they are not Sayyid, they have white turban. But Ayatollah means Mujtahid. We should use it for the people who are Mujtahid, and this should also be left to the scholarly circles. If someone in the houses is called Ayatollah, then we should call him Ayatollah. I cannot, out of respect, call someone Ayatollah. I have to see whether this person is recognized by other scholars, especially in the Hawzas, as Ayatollah or not. And then I can call him Ayatollah.
Thank you very much, Sheikh.